by the New World Order.
Oh, you didn't know?
You ready? Let's go!
Are you ready? I said, are you ready? Feed me.
Good evening or good afternoon or whenever you're listening to this or watching it, I will say. My name is Big Daddy Cool Vinny Apicella, and this is the Sportswire. Another attack on your audiological senses. And actually, we're trying something new because we are broadcasting live on YouTube while I am recording this podcast because I'm testing it out. I will watch the YouTube broadcast to make sure all the audio works fine. But as of now, today is Tuesday, May 26th, 2015, and we got a jam-packed show for you. It is currently 12 noon on the East Coast, and like I said, I'm working on a simulcast. As I'm recording the podcast, I'm also recording it and actually streaming live on YouTube. And so it looks like it's doing well. It doesn't look like there's any major computer issues. So that actually works. And the cool part is about this is now you can watch a live YouTube video and listen simulcasted on Fat Cat Radio or myfatcatradio.com. That's right. So I guess get to some business. You could always check out our website at www.swe-ct.com. You can check out our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/sportswirect. You can follow us on Twitter at SWE Connecticut, Pinterest, and Foursquare, and Instagram are also SWE Connecticut. You could also go follow. You can also go to myfatcatradio.com, and you could also follow or like facebook.com/my/fatcatradio enterprises, and you could also look for us on iTunes, which is you go to iTunes, you click on podcast, you search Sportswire, you look for our logo, which if you're watching us live on YouTube, it's right in the bottom left-hand corner, and or it might be the bottom right-hand corner while you're watching, whatever the case may be. But I want to welcome all of you to here. But I will let you know that live next Monday, June 1st, 2015 at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be simulcasting the Sportswire not only live on Fat Cat Radio, but also live on YouTube from our YouTube page. Our YouTube page is youtube.com/sportswireswe. Definitely check us out. Everything from Fat Cat Radio that's recorded or broadcast gets put right up there on YouTube. So, if you have some time and you want to listen, definitely check out the page. It's just a fantastic time, and we've got quite a bit to talk to you about today. The good part about you guys watching live is that I can't make any mistakes because, well, you guys will see it. But you know what? It is what it is. It's okay. And, nothing can happen. Nothing can go wrong because it's live, right? Well, that's the motto of one Mr. McMahon. Okay. So, I hope that everything is coming through well in terms of the audio. If it's not, definitely let me know. And, let me know. I will open the... as a matter of fact, you could definitely tweet me or, at SWE Connecticut or send me a message on Facebook, which is Sportswire CT, just to let us know how we're doing. if you happen to come across us live. Okay, so quite honestly, this past weekend was Memorial Day weekend, so I want to kind of give out a belated Memorial Day shout out to all the veterans and family members of veterans who've lost their lives in combat, helping us to stay free in this country. Freedom of everything, freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of, just about anything. And it's definitely a great thing, and we want to send shout outs to them. And especially the family members of the loved ones, because Memorial Day is really to commemorate the people who've lost their lives in war. For all veterans, it's Veterans Day. That's anybody who served in war or in the armed forces. But Memorial Day is specifically for those who have lost their lives. And, that's the way it is. So definitely 3 o'clock yesterday was a moment of silence in every Major League Baseball stadium in the league. And, it's just a great thing. Caps off, moment of silence just for all the men and women that have lost their lives in combat. They're the true heroes. On this show we talk about sports, we talk about just a lot of things, and a lot of the sports players that we talk about could be considered heroes to some people. I know growing up my two heroes were Hulk Hogan and Kevin Nash. But the true heroes are the ones fighting every day over in Afghanistan and Iraq, who are still fighting, and those that went to Korea and Vietnam and the world wars, because going back to the Civil War and the Revolutionary War and all these things that people have died in, Pearl Harbor, 9/11, they're all to be commemorated on Memorial Day. Good old country, good old US of A, and that's all there is to it. Another thing I want to just kind of come out and promote is our DJ here on Fat Cat Radio, Twism White Peace. He is going to try to get signed by Warner Brothers. So on allaccess.com, search Twitter White Peace, Twism White Peace, and let him know that you're rooting for him. Give him a nice, encouraging comment there. Try to get us up to 400 comments to get him signed by Warner Brothers, because that's quite honestly the way it is. And that's, the better he gets, the better we get. And, that's what it is. Alright, so I hope everything's going well with the YouTube video. If somebody is out there actually watching YouTube, which right now it says 0 viewers, but whatever the case may be. Alright, so this past weekend, like I said, it was a great Memorial Day weekend. As a matter of fact, I brought my son on Saturday night to the NEW Northeast Wrestling Big Bethany Bash. And actually, I'm going to be reaching out to NEW this week about bringing on some of the wrestlers for the big show coming up on June 20th. If I remember correctly, June 27th. They're going to be back at Bethany at the Bethany Town Hall, 40 Peck Road or Peck Street in Bethany. And I want to try to get a couple more of the wrestlers on. I got a really great interview with Bobby Ocean. I will be putting that out together this coming Thursday. I'm going to release a special interview edition of the Sportswire with 4 interviews. Bobby Ocean, and who's an NEW wrestler, and also Connecticut Women's Basketball Hall of Fame inductee for 2015, Jim Babasi. They are both our headliners, so to speak. They're the longest interviews there. And then a couple of quick interviews with WWE Hall of Famers, the $1 Million Man Teddy DiBiase and El Matador Tito Santana. They both gave me short interviews while they were here in town last week. But so Thursday looks to be a good episode, and then next Friday, next Monday on June 1st, we'll be live on myfatcatradio.com. And also on YouTube, we'll be simulcasting. Just like I'm simulcasting now, but, it wasn't promoted, so I highly doubt there's anybody that's going to be coming. So, anywho, alright, I do want to let people know that, I'm going to be here, and I'm talking about just about whatever. I am actually going to put a song on now This song is from Twism White Piece. It's called Do You Remember? And we're going to go to that song right now. I hope that the listeners at home could hear it. I'm going to actually go on to Facebook and tweet, Facebook and post, Twitter and tweet, that we're live on YouTube. Try to get some viewers to at least give me some feedback and see how it's going. So here is Twism White Piece with Do You Remember, right here on the Sportswire.
This one's dedicated to the one I still remember. Do you? They say it's better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all. Do you remember? All of the kisses, the hugs, the moments that we were totally intoxicated with love. Do you remember? All of the promises, the memories, have you forgotten all of them that easily? I'm sitting here stuck, looking out the window at the rain come and go, the days come and go, the pain come and go, the memories of us that I just can't let go. The moment that we met, our eyes lined up, spying deep inside each other's souls. We both knew from the go we had to grab a hold of this train ride. It started like a roller coaster, now like a children's track, we moving slower. Hollering and screaming, fighting and believing the best we had already achieved. I believe the moment that we accepted defeat came when we stopped fiending for each other, stopped being there for each other. But there is no other that I would have ever put before you. It's just that the proof I had for you wasn't the truth for you. Now I'm sitting here so shattered, feeling like a fool. Does it even matter? Do you remember? The kisses, the hugs, the moments that we were totally intoxicated with love. Do you remember? All of the promises, the memories, have you forgotten all of them that easily? Too many opportunities to recover from the troubles we were dealt, but not enough energy or health to continue to fight the blows being thrown just below the belt. We use words to cut deep like a ginsu. With issues remaining, we never talked and or rearranged behaviors and or actions. I'm thinking back to when I was backtracking, being attacked by your friends, haters, and pretends. Who was there with a shoulder to lend? Who held your hand when the last man left you stranded? Who took you from misery to happiness by being the friend that made you mad at snowball fights in a snowstorm? Candles lit, formed in a heart with warm oil to start the massage, a collage of pictures, prayers uttered together, filled with wishes. Our best intentions never made it to reality. It's a sad reality, thinking of it really. Do you remember? All of the kisses, the hugs, the moments that we were totally intoxicated with love. Do you remember?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and that was Twism White Piece, our buddy here from Fat Cat Radio, fellow DJ Twism White Piece. That was Do You Remember? Like I said, surf on over to allaccess.com, search Twism White Piece, read the interview, send him some encouraging love, send him some encouraging words, and we'll get him right here on, we'll get him to be signed by Warner Brothers, which is good for all of us. You know, I'm really psyched to help him out. It is hashtag Team Elite, and Big Daddy Cool is part of it, along with Big Lou, along with Twism White Piece, and our many family of hosts here at Fat Cat Radio. Alright, so I just tweeted and posted our link to our YouTube page, which is youtube.com/SportswireSWE. I want people to check it out and make sure that the live feed is going well, that you can hear me, that you can see me, that you're that I'm not breaking up. But you know, I think it might actually do very well, and I'm excited. Okay, so this past weekend, like I said, it was NEW's Big Bethany Bash in Bethany, Connecticut, at the town hall. And let me tell you something, though. If you've never been to if you're a wrestling fan, not the WWE fan, not somebody who's just in it for WWE, but if you're a wrestling fan and you haven't been to an independent event or an indie organization event, I recommend you go, because it's phenomenal. You're in close ring. Like, let me tell you something. This was actually an elementary school gym, and they had a 12x12 ring set up, and right in the middle, and there was literally no bad seat in the house. They had the front 2 rows, and then they had general admission, and my son and I were in the 3rd row. You're right there, right close to the ring. The wrestlers are very interactive with the fans. At one point with Bobby Ocean, everybody started singing a remake of Caribbean Queen, with Billy Ocean's top hits, and it was called Caribbean King. But you know what? You had guys that turn on each other to advance storylines. Connecticut hardcore icon Ron Zombie was in the house, setting up a match with the Army of One, Brian Anthony, for next month, June 27th. Those are the 2 guys that I'm looking to get on the podcast this month to try to help them sell their show, try to get people in the door, butts in seats. And actually, I asked them about possibly broadcasting their show live here on Fat Cat Radio from the Sportswire. So we'll see how it goes. It would be audio. It would not be a video for right now. But let's see how all this works, and we'll work on the simulcasting later. But anyways, the show was actually very good. I got to work on, getting to really know the names of people. But Ring of Honor wrestler Michael Bennett was there. He was in action. As people probably know him, Mr. Maria Kanellis, who, obviously Maria's former WWE diva. And, but he was in action. He was great. Let's see, you had Mr. 203's finest, Lucas Sharp, against a masked guy, Dragon Shinja, something like that. I got to work on the names. I will be honest with you, I have not committed the names to memory. Actually, I could probably look it up online. Let's hope that it doesn't affect the feed too much by me using another browser. But I will talk to everybody while I'm doing it, northeastwrestling.com. And I know that it's using a lot of bandwidth right now for me doing this. But so June 27th is another one, Bethany, Connecticut. And alright, let's see if we can get to stars. Here we go. And this will be okay. That's right. They were in tag team. Where are we? Yeah, I'm still here. Just trying to find the guy's name. Can't find him. Okay. But one thing I will say is lacking on their part is the lack of divas, women. They have a lot of them on their roster, but hey, there's our buddy the Mac. He's there. But you know what? There's quite a number of guys that are in there because they're just great. Randy Shawn was in action. Mark Sherman was not there. Scotty Slade was in action and also did guest commentary for their DVD that was there. Warbeard Hansen was in action. Let's see who else is there. Jimmy Preston was in action. Let's see who else. Frankie Arian was in action. Jay Busta was not in action. He was not there. Dijak was in the main event. He faced the NEW heavyweight champion. and that is Matt Taven. He's also one half of the IWGP Tag Team Champions with Michael Bennett. So that was, pretty cool to see them in action. IWGP obviously stands for International Wrestling Grand Prix out in Japan. And, just to see them in action in singles and here in Connecticut, in Bethany, Connecticut, was actually really, really good. And Dijak actually follows the Sportswire follows SWE Connecticut on Twitter. And, I tweeted out to him. Bobby Ocean also follows us now. But it was a great match. It was a great time. Dan the Man teamed with Bobby Ocean to face the tag team NEW tag team champions, the Battle Brothers. So they were in action. Brian Anthony was actually in action against. Goodness, like I said, it's. I'm trying to learn the names of the people. But you know what? I will say this: that there's quite a lot of. Was it Bandito? No, Bandito Jr. was in an opening tag match, and somebody turned on him. They also have the Can-Am Connection, to throw back to the Can-Am Connection, and they were in action. It looks to me like Matt Sherman, Sherman and Slade are going to be taking on. They're going to be taking on the Can-Am Connection at the next event in Bethany, which is June 27th. Check it out. The tickets are already on sale now. Front row is one price. The second row is another price, and general admission is another price. But regardless, there's no bad seat. It's you go there, you have fun, you get loud, start chanting. My son got a kick out of the fact that people started chanting "awkward silence." So it's great. Bring the kids. There are a lot of kids there, and it's just a great time. I can't talk enough about it. Another thing that I have to just let you guys know is this Sunday night at this Sunday evening at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. kickoff, 6:30 pregame. I will be live here on Fat Cat Radio with the Sportswire with the Connecticut Panthers, semi-pro football team here in Meriden, Connecticut, and we're gonna have some fun doing that. It'll be me on my own, and I'll probably put up the third night's game that I have. I'll put it up this week. See how y'all like it. I gotta thank all of my listeners and out there that have really jumped up the Sportswire's stats over the past couple weeks. Last Friday's show, which obviously being today's Tuesday, was only up for 4 days, got up to our second most listened show in 4 days. And that's with, however many 19 downloads or something, and, the over 20 some listens. But, what can I say? It's, it's a great time for us, and we only have you to thank. I'm going to try to get that fan out of the view, and I did, for you YouTube video watchers out there. But it's a great time. Independent wrestling, minor league sports, that's what we're here for at the Sportswire. That's why our motto is bringing minor league sports to a major league level, because for every WWE quality production, for every NFL quality production, there are 10 teams in or organizations in the United States that really don't get media coverage. I've reached out to the New England Nightmare women's football. I know for you guys out there, it's not the Lingerie Football League. That's down in Texas. I do have contacts there, but we're not going to get into that now. But women's football, and I'm waiting to hear back from them about if we can strike a deal. So Sportswire is around. SWE is around. Fat Cat Radio is around. We are going to band together, and we are going to bring these teams, these leagues that are minor league, and we're going to be bringing them the exposure and the media coverage that they deserve. Because whereas Tom Brady gets a, $30 million a year contract or whatever it may be, these guys either pay to play or they make very little per event, per game or per match. And they don't, they do it for the love of the sport or the game. And that's exactly what Bobby Ocean had stated earlier. He does it for the love of the business. And, like I said, Thursday you'll hear his interview along with Jim Bombassi, along with Ted DiBiase, along with Tito Santana. It's going to be our interview special for May. And then, after that, coming up on June 1st, next Monday, June 1st, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Woo! We're going to be live, not only on myfatcatradio.com, but also live simulcast on YouTube, just as we're doing now, even though the YouTube one will be live, earlier than the podcast. But that's okay. It's okay. Because, you know what? We're here, and we're trying to revolutionize the industry of podcasting. Because you know what? Steve Austin and Chris Jericho, they could go on WWE Network, but SWA, we're on YouTube. And we're going to stay on YouTube until, we can afford more, probably. But, you know what? It's just a great time. We're going to go to our second song right now. Definitely a hot country singer who I've been really listening to a lot lately because, quite honestly, I like her music. It is AJ Jansen coming up right now on the Sportswire with Dirty Country.
On the banks of a bayou, on a well-beaten path, and the sounds of the Southland coming on full blast. Gonna take on the night, will be early morning light. Gonna stay out till the cows come home. Give me some low down, hold down, bar kicking kind of sound that makes me wanna dance. Shaking love, making heartbreaking motorists until getting kind of trash. Give me something real, something kind of sultry. Give me some dirty country. About the time I turned 18, I was down in New Orleans, making nice with all the locals in this town. Spoke to me, and I knew I had to be the luckiest girl in this country bluesy crowd. Give me some low down, hold down, ball kicking kind of sound that makes me wanna dance. Give me some earth shaking, love making, heartbreaking motorists and tailgating kind of trash. Give me something real, something kind of sultry. Give me some me wanna dance. Give me some earth shaking, love making, heartbreaking motorists and tailgating kind of trash. Give me something real, oh, something kind of sultry. Give me some dirty country. Give me some low down, hold down, ass kicking kind of sound that makes me wanna dance. Give me some earth shaking, love making, heartbreaking motorists and tailgating kind of trash. Give me something real, something kind of sultry. Give me some dirty in some dirty country. Give some D-I-R-T-Y country.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was AJ Jansen with Dirty Country right here on the Sportswire. I think it's, I think she's a great country singer. Check her out. She's from the Connecticut area, as far as I know. Right now, I am waiting on the standings to pop up. Here we go, regular season standings for the Major League Baseball. Because that's what I figured I'd go through today. Major League Baseball, as you know, well, as some of you folks might know out there, I am a bona fide New York Yankees fan. This past Saturday, there was a fantastic event at Yankee Stadium, and they were commemorating the career of the former center fielder of the former longtime center fielder of the Bronx Bombers, and that was Burn Baby Bird, Bertie Williams. And his number 51 was put in Monument Park. I have a feeling that means that they're retiring that number. I have to say, the one thing with the Yankees that I really happen to really like is that, not only are they an awesome franchise and they're, a legacy franchise, but they're also the team, they keep their players for a long time. If they feel like the guy's a franchise player, they'll stay there for their entire career. And that happened with Bernie Williams, Derek Jeter, Jorge Posada. Yeah, Andy Pettitte went to Houston for a while, and then retired, and then came back to the Yankees. But you know what? Either way, he's still a great Yankee, and he's a Yankee through and through. Don Mattingly was with the Yankees for his entire career. Started off his coaching career with the Yankees, now he's with the Dodgers. But, going back through history, and even, before the days of free agency, usually guys would stay with one team only, because the trading wasn't that much. So that's why you have, guys like DiMaggio, Gehrig, Mantle. They were all with the Yankees for their entire careers. Ruth, we all know what happened with Babe Ruth. He started out as a Red Sox and actually got traded to the Yankees when the owner of the Red Sox wanted to finance play, which started the curse of the Bambino from 1918 and ended in 2003. So, it just so happens that was it really a curse? I don't know. But when you're so close to World Series wins and something happens, like Bill Buckner with the ball going through his leg, you have to think maybe it was a curse, and it was eventually broken in 2003. But whatever. Now in the regular season, obviously we're still in the regular season. It's only May. Here on May 26th. Here are the standings in the American League East. In first place is actually the Tampa Bay Rays, 24-22. The Yankees are at 23-22. In their last 10, they're 2-8. They're half a game out of first. And for Baltimore is in third place, 20-22. 4 games out. Boston is 21-24, 2.5 games out. Baltimore is 2 games out. Boston is 2.5 games out. And Toronto, in the bottom of the barrel of the American League East, 21-26, 3.5 out. This is not the American League East that, we're used to. Usually the American League East is the strongest division, but really it's not. Not this year, at least. In the American League Central, it's 28-16. Kansas City Royals in first place. Minnesota Twins are 26-18, 2 games out. The Detroit Tigers 26-20 are 3 games out. The Detroit the Cleveland Indians are 20-24, 8 games out. And the Chicago White Sox are 19-23, 8 games out. The way I gauge what is the best division is when I look at the teams that are not in first place and look at the wild card games back. If it's easier to win your division than the wild card, your team is kind of weak. Your division is kind of weak, because in the American League, like the Baltimore Orioles are 2 games out of first, but they're 4 games out of the wild card. So the entire American League East are 2 games back from the wild card division, which is amazing. In the American League West, the Houston Astros are in first place, 29-17. The LA Angels are in second, 23-22, 5.5 games back. The Texas Rangers are 22-23, 6.5 back. The Seattle Mariners are 21-23, 7 games back. And the Oakland A's 17-30, 9.5 games back. But like in that division, 12.5 games back. In that division, it's easier to get in the wild card slot because like Oakland is 12.5 games out of first, but they're only 9.5 out of the wild card. So, and actually in the Central, Minnesota Twins are a game up ahead of the wild card winners. So, that's just, that's what it is. In the National League East, the Washington Nationals are up on top, 27-18. The Mets are in second, 25-21, 2.5 back. They would have the wild card if I'm not even going to go into that right now. The Atlanta Braves are 22-22, 4.5 out. Philadelphia Phillies are 19-28, 9 games out. And Miami Marlins 18-28, 9.5 games out. In the Central Division, St. Louis Cardinals in first. The Chicago Cubs 24-20, 4.5 out. The Pittsburgh Pirates are 22-22, 6.5 games back. The Cincinnati Reds are 18-26, 10.5 games back. The Milwaukee Brewers are 16-30, 13.5 games back. In the National League West, 27-17 sit on top. The Dodgers. The San Francisco Giants 26-20 are 2 games back. The Arizona Diamondbacks are 21-23, 6 games out. The San Diego Padres are 21-25, 4 games out. And the Colorado Rockies are 18-25, 8.5 games out of first place in the National League West. To me, that's just absolutely crazy. But like I said, it looks to me like the American League East is not the dominant division as it has been in years past. Just because it's, none of the teams do well. It's easier to win the division than the wild card. So the entire division, even going down to the division leaders right now, are below the wild card. So, that's what I love about the wild cards in baseball is that, they come from the best of the rest. So if you win the American League East, your opponent is usually the wild card if it comes out of the West, or it comes out of the Central, I think. But whatever the case may be, I forgot what the wild card rules are nowadays, but you would play a wild card and the wild card team could actually have a better record than you. So, the American League East right now is a wild card division. Alright. As you can see if you're going to watch this on YouTube, I never said I was the most professional guy because, I make mistakes and, I'm not perfect, as you could probably tell by now. Alright, so right now, I'm going to go to another song. And this is a local band named Second Skin, and the song name is Bottle. I played it on our last show, so I'm going to do that again. Second Skin, here's Bottle, right here on the Sportswire. Oh, forgot to put that back.
Reasons for the way I cannot be
All right, and that was Second Skin with Bottom of the Bottle, or Bottle, I should say, right here on the Sportswire. And definitely, great. And during the break, during the music, let me put it this way. During the music, you were able to, if you were watching on YouTube, you're able to see what I do. I just took a drink, checked my Facebook, check our Facebook and Twitter and see what exactly is going on in the social media world. A couple times I laughed out loud because, stuff is funny. But, it is what it is. And, definitely check out our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/SportswireCT, and also facebook.com/FatCatRadio Enterprises. Check out our website, which is swe-ct.com, and also myfatcatradio.com. Check out our Twitter, our Pinterest, our Foursquare, our Instagram, and soon to be others, because I found others like Flickr and Tinder and Tinder and Tout. They're all going to be SWE Connecticut. And then our YouTube page, which if you're viewing live, which you're not, but you can always check out www.youtube.com/SportswireSWE. Okay, so this has been a pretty good experiment thus far. It's not going to be a very long show today, especially with a lot of talk, because while it's been a pretty slow weekend, as you'll notice, I don't normally talk about the NBA. I don't normally talk about the NHL because, quite honestly, I know nothing about them. I have never been a big hockey fan unless it was like minor league hockey. Like, I'll go to the Wolfpack games every so often, which, thank goodness, they changed their name back to the Wolfpack, and it's not the Connecticut Whale anymore. That was just a horrible experiment. But the NBA and the NHL, they're both in their playoffs. I guess the NBA is nearing their finals. They're both nearing their finals. They both run simultaneously their seasons, the NBA and the NHL. The Rangers are looking to possibly get booted out. Like I said, I don't follow it. I'm just all third-party opinions that I'm getting. Maybe next year, maybe I'll start following a little more for you, but because the season was already over by the time I started this podcast, it didn't really matter to me to actually start doing it, to actually start covering them, so whatever. I'm going to go to my next song. Like I said, this is an experiment to make sure that the YouTube and the Spreaker, that I could simulcast on both, which as of now it looks like it's pretty good. But anyways, okay, so I'm going to go to our next song. This is our buddy J Deuce, Never Take Us Down, right here on the Sportswire. So I got to switch this, play this.
From the vast, expansive universe, a small city at the heart of the United States, one borough is responsible for the birth of hip-hop.
Stay on the track with an army behind me. Stay on the track with an army behind me. And stay on the track with an army behind me. And stay on the track. And stay on the track, signified in the back. Got an army all behind me, opposition is whack. Devils try to take me down, but we're sending them back. This is not your opinion, this is a matter of fact. I'ma make the speakers blow, better keep it on track. Knowing who is on my side by the way that they act. Many people can rhyme, but not many can rap. If you don't respect the game, then you're caught in the trap. People try to take me down, but there's something they lack. It's a call of my God, it's picking up all the slack. Set yourself on the map, what you thinking of that? I'm believing in the meaning of the truth in this crap. Try it all you want, you'll never take me down. Get up on my block, you'll never take me down. Baby's how we live, you'll never take me down. Never, 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 no. Try it all you want, you'll never take me down. Get up on my block, you'll never take me down. Baby's how we live, you'll never take me down. Never, 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 no.
During this ride, make sure your belt is fastened. With J Deuce's rapping, amazing happens. Forward in high fashion, tracking. You want something real? Let us be your satisfaction. Similar to NFL Madden, these tracks I'm tackling. I look to inspire you with the rhymes I'm stacking. It develops into verses supposed to be attractive. So it looks good, consider it lyrical fashion. Cause my concepts and metaphors are all matching. Ain't nothing about me fake, so you know I ain't acting. But I'm still entertaining, some lights, camera, action. Put me in your headphones, your head is in the hurricane. That's how it is, the way I blow your mind away. Compare me with the Tampa Bay Rays, cause I'm the underdog fighting, taking out the devil, Lord devil.
Try it all you want, you'll never take me down. Get up on my block, you'll never take me down. That's how we live, you'll never take me down. Never, 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 no. Try it all you want, you'll never take me down. Get up on my block, you'll never take me down. That's how we live, you'll never take me down. Never, 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 no.
Honor God, that's the name that I'm living by. I'm saved from the sin and high. I'm praising the living God. I serve him, hate sin, I'm a vessel. I use gifts, bless you like het you. Bless me, Lord, teach me how to live life, imitating the perfect example that is Christ. Everybody dies, but not everybody lives. So we serve Jesus because life is who he is.
I'm in change, this is far from a phase. I'm shooting every phrase, aim to give my God praise. In my sins I was chained, living something like a slave in a cage, so afraid. Now I'm boasting on his name. He is the lion, coming down from Zion. No lying or denying, after troubles come to triumph. Don't fear 2012, no mind hieroglyphics. I will not fidget, get my wisdom from his scriptures.
Try it all you want, you'll never take me down. Get up on my block, you'll never take me down. That's how we live, you'll never take me down. Never, 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 no. Try it all you want, you'll never take me down. Get up on my block, you'll never take me down. That's how we live, you'll never take me down. Never, 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 no.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Jay Deuce, our buddy Jay Deuce, right here on the Sportswire with some other people on the track, and Never Take Us Down. We actually got one viewer, so a shout out to our viewer here who is watching us here on the Sportswire, with our very first attempt at simulcasting. Because remember, not only are we recording a podcast for our podcast, but also simulcasting live here on YouTube. I think it's going well. I see the gauges, the gauges going up with the mic going. So whoever's watching, if it's coming through okay on YouTube, definitely shoot us a message there, post up on our wall at facebook.com/SportswireCT, or definitely check us out on Twitter at SWE Connecticut. Send us a shout out. Let us know that things are going well and that you're able to hear me properly without an echo, without anything. And I hope the music comes through seamlessly. I mean, it kind of looks like the music came through seamlessly, that they didn't see a blank screen and me not talking and didn't just turn off automatically. So, I mean, who knows? But I want to thank, like I said, I want to thank Big Lou for the opportunity here on Fat Cat Radio for the Sportswire, and definitely just the opportunity to get out there and kind of reawoke a passion inside of me that I felt discouraged after the dying attempt of the Sportswire last time. But now with the podcast, it's a lot easier. Now that I'm working on possible simulcast, and I think the simulcast will work good for the live shows. It's not going to be every week. It's not going to be all the time. But there's a couple things that I can see have to be done. I got to make pictures for the artists or the songs, so that when the song is up, you can see the picture and not just me bopping to the song, or if I get up or drinking or whatever. So, anyways, I think that's pretty cool. We got one more song after a little while. We'll do one more song, and then this will be over. But I really want to push something. Sportswire, SWE, and Fat Cat Radio are going to be live at Ride for Lexi 2015. That's going to be September 20th. Mark your calendars. If you're a biker, check it out. In order to ride in it, it's $20 per bike. Cookout, free music. We're going to be looking to broadcast live all day from there. It'll be a combination of the Sportswire and Big Lou and his show. I think it's going to be fantastic. I'm looking forward to it, and it's a great cause. Lexi and her mom were at the NEW event on Saturday, and I couldn't get my son over there to meet her. But she's a trooper, man. She's one of the greatest. She's a true superstar. She likes wrestling, but she's a true superstar, and great cause. So I definitely recommend you check it out. You can go to Facebook.com and search Ride for Lexi 2015. And I found out. Remember on the last episode, I had asked, and I was wondering out loud about why they call it a poker run when they're bikers. And, when you think about poker, you think about, guys around a poker table with cards and chips and all that. Well, here's what I figured out, what I found out. A poker run for motorcycles, basically you start off at wherever the spot is. For this point, it's going to be in New Britain on Worcester Street. And they're going to end up going to a bunch of different predetermined stops. And at each stop, each biker gets, whether it's an actual card or just something written down, for them to add on them, a card, or what might a simulated card. And by the end of the 5 or 7 stops, and at each stop there's food or music or whatever the case may be, at each stop, they get the card, and at the end, when they come back to where where they started, whoever has the best poker hand wins. I'm assuming almost like a 50-50 raffle or something like that. They win. And so that's why it's called a poker run, because you're actually collecting poker cards, and, you got to get the best poker hand. I had never heard of that before. So I'm glad I really thank you for the internet. Thank God for the internet. And, it's a good thing to learn sometimes. All right, I'm going to go to my last song. This is Dean Wild, Garden of Eden. We played her quite a bit on the show, and we're going to play her again. Definitely check her out on Facebook. Just search Dean Wild, DeanWild. This is Garden of Eden, live right here. Live for your viewers on YouTube, but in terms of the podcast world, it's not live, but it's live to tape. Okay. But right here on the Sportswire, Dean Wild, Garden of Eden. Enjoy.
Garden of Eden, I'm dancing through the Garden of Eden. Garden of Eden, I'm dancing through the Garden of Eden. I'm lyrically on another level, got my dancing shoes on, but I ain't dancing with the devil. So don't go mentioning my name, boy. I'd rather sit here playing the games on my Game Boy. I've been on top of my Game Boy. I'm just spreading the love so we can all share the same joy, yeah. It feels good, don't it? Still got a long way to go, but we came a long way from it, oh. I'm repping the South, but I'm from the North, though. Home of the Raptors, we shooting free throws. This is my Michael Jordan year, I'm on my MVP flow. Look at me go, maybe it's just my ego. I got real followers and they go wherever we go. Dude's got 1 million followers, but none in real life. Yeah, they got the views up, but that don't mean the point of view's right. Now follow me as I'm dancing through the Garden of Eden. The Garden of Eden, I'm dancing through the Garden of Eden. Yeah, the Garden of Eden, I'm dancing through the Garden of Eden.
Yeah, alright, look, so I'm dancing through the Garden of Eden. I got my shoes on, laced up, ready to go. Let's get this ball on, I'm on my ball wherever I go. In my garden, I'm the sunlight that helps nature to grow. It's only natural I blow, like the wind in the leaves. I'm so breezy, fresh lemon squeezy. Chilling in the garden where needs aren't really needed. Flaws aren't seen, cause we just focus on breathing. Like, I'm just trying to let y'all in for the first time. Please don't make me have to think twice about being nice. Come take a walk with me in the garden that I sowed. Only with the best seeds, come with me and you'll see. No Wonka, but life with me is so sweet. I'm just trying to eat and then feed. Get up on my feet and then leap. Leapfrog over obstacles, all dreams are possible. Even when you wake up, wake up. Dance to the beat of life, cause everything's gonna be alright. Take my hand and let's dance in the Garden of Eden. In the Garden of Eden. Take my hand and let's dance in the Garden of Eden. In the Garden of Eden. Take my hand and let's dance.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Garden of Eden, Dean Wild on Garden of Eden. I want to thank her for just allowing us to use her music here on the show, on the Sportswire, and I'm glad to promote her. Remember, check out Twism Whitepiece. He is a fellow DJ here at Fact Hat Radio, and also a phenomenal hip-hop artist from Canada. He was named Toronto's best DJ like 3 years in a row or whatever. Surf on over to allaccess.com and search Twism Whitepiece, TWIZM WHYTEPIEC, Twism Whitepiece. Check him out. Check out the interview that's there, and shoot a comment, some positive, encouraging words for him. Let's try to help him get signed by Warner Brothers. # Team Elite, and then post up on our Facebook page or Twitter. # Team Elite, TEAMELITE, Team Elite. Okay, so that's about it. It's about an hour show right now, and that's about it for now. I had a great show. You know, it's one of those shows that you really have nothing to talk about, but you're able to piece together an hour, you know, with music. And I want to thank our viewer on YouTube, and also look for our going to be posting up another 2 shows this week. Remember, on Thursday it's going to be our interview special. We're going to have the interview with Bobby Ocean, the interview with Ted DiBiase, Tito Santana, and then 2015 Connecticut Women's Basketball Hall of Famer Jim Bombassi. Also, next Monday, on June 1st, live on, Fat Guy Radio and YouTube, we're going to have a live simulcast of the Sportswire, 7 p.m. sharp. Be there, be square. I just dated myself with that. But definitely be there. Tune in. And also this Sunday, Sportswire Live on Fat Cat Radio, Connecticut Panthers, 7 p.m. start time, 6:30. 6:30 be pregame, and we're going to have a good time either way. Okay. And then I forgot to mention, this Sunday, 3 to 5 p.m., Center Street, Wallingford, Connecticut. First Base Sports Cards and Collectibles. Autograph signing with the living legend, Larry Zbyszko. 2015 WWE Hall of Famer, as well as AWA great Larry Zbyszko will be there signing autographs 3 to 5 p.m. I may not be there because of the scheduling. Okay, so right now I thank you for everything. Hopefully our YouTube viewer was able to get through, and that's pretty cool. All right, definitely check us out. Next Monday we'll be live. Check out our interview special this Thursday. As always, myfatcatradio.com, SWE Connecticut, SWE-CT.com, Facebook.com/SportswireCT, Facebook.com/FatCatRadio Enterprises. Check us out on Twitter, Foursquare, Instagram, Tumblr, Pinterest, SoundCloud as SWE Connecticut, and also YouTube, youtube.com/SportswireSWE. Thank you for everything, folks. You've been great, and we'll see you next time on the Sportswire. Yeah.